No, never. Too smart, clever. Revenge, vendetta. We see 'em, we get 'em. Hey.
Hello FPL managers, you're welcome back to FPL Vendetta's mid-range madness. We've been going the entire season with strictly mid-range players, no premiums whatsoever. If you want to see how well or how terrible we're doing, then click that red button right now, bro. Subscribe. And don't forget to like our videos, will be highly appreciated. Let's get straight into business. So it's the double game week 35 preview, but first let's take a look at how well we got on for the game week 34. It was a very tiny, very little green arrow for our mid-range madness team. In goal we had Martinez with 2 points. Kufal had a clean sheet. He was our transfer for the game week, so that was a good one. Dallas had 1 point. Rudiger didn't feature, so he dropped to the bench, and our first sub was Dunk, who came in with 6 points for the clean sheet and 2 bonus points, so that was good. Our entire midfield was trash because for starters, Liverpool and United's game didn't go ahead because of the protests, and Lucas Moura seems to have lost his place to Gareth Bale, who came in and scored a hat-trick, so that's a concerning one for us. Lingard with the appearance points too, and Pepe came in from the bench with 1 point. Bamford had just a 1 point. Watkins had 8 points for us, and our captain Kelechi, he considered a penalty, so he kind of destroyed his chances of getting bonus points, but with the assists he had 5 points and doubled up to 10, so that was a total of 40 points. That was smack on the money. That's the average points was 39, so we kind of escaped through the skin of our teeth the red arrow. So it was just a tiny green arrow. I think we just made 2,000 points, or rather 2,000 ranks up. So that was our team for game week 34. I think we're still around the 1.2 million mark, and we'll need to really take a risk since we have the double game week coming up. So for our team, this is how our team currently looks. We have Martinez and McCarthy in goal, Rudiger, Shaw, Kufal, Dunk, and Dallas in defense. We have Lingard, Greenwood, Jota, Pepe, and Lucas Moura in midfield, and Bamford, Kelechi, and Watkins complete the team. And like I said, Moura seems to have lost his place to Bale, so he's gonna be one of the guys who will be kicking out of our team because they don't even have a double. That's Spurs, so we'll need to bring in a player who has a double, and then we may want to take a hit. And as for a hit, I think we'll have to take out Bamford. He's not been overly impressive this last few games, probably because Rafinha has been injured, so the Leeds attack hasn't been so spectacular, and so we'll be taking out Bamford, and more than likely we'll be bringing in Zaha and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We'll be bringing in Zaha because he has a very good double game week for game week 35. He's facing Sheffield and Southampton. Even though both games are away from home, you expect him to not only feature but to at least do something impressive for us in that double game week 35. Also, he does not blank in game week 36, so bringing him in saves us a lot of headache for the blank game week 36. Okay, and as for Calvert-Lewin, he has West Ham and Aston Villa. You know, we were planning on bringing him in last week, but we decided to hold off on that because we wanted to see how well he does against Villa at home, and he scored, so that bodes well for the away game in the double game week 35. So we're gonna bring him in place of Bamford, and also we're not really bringing him in because of the double game week. We're bringing him in because he doesn't blank in game week 36. He faces Sheffield, and even after that he faces Wolves, both games at home, so that also saves us a lot of headache for the games after the double game week. Okay, so if we go ahead and make those transfers, our team is gonna look like this. For the double game week 35, we would have Martinez in goal, who will be facing Manchester United and Everton. We'll keep McCarthy on the bench. He's got Liverpool and Crystal Palace, but McCarthy isn't assured of a start. Even though he started the last game, he's not assured of a start, and Foster may as well just start both games, so we'll just keep him on the bench. Go ahead and start Martinez, who hasn't been keeping clean sheets lately. He hasn't even been racking up the save points, but we'll keep our trust in him. Hopefully he gets a clean sheet in one of these games. I don't know, we'll just have to gamble on him. Rudiger in defense, hopefully with Chelsea not having any midweek games, rather than any Champions League games after the Madrid game tonight. He's gonna play for the games between Manchester City and Arsenal, so I expect him to feature in both games in the double game week. And as for the rest of the defense, we have Shaw and Dunk. Shaw faces Aston Villa and Leicester City. These are good games for United, and more than likely United might not blank in game week 36, so you might want to keep that in mind when you make your transfers. They may have to face Liverpool in game week 36. We don't know yet, nothing's confirmed, but this is what we think the plan is going to be. And Dunk, who faces Wolves, will complete our defense. In midfield, we have Lingard, who's at home to Everton. We would have Greenwood, who faces Aston Villa and Leicester City. Zaha, who has Sheffield United and Southampton, and Pepe, who has West Brom and Chelsea. So Pepe would not have any Europa League commitments after the game on Thursday, so we're hoping that he wouldn't get benched so often like he's been that has been done this past few game weeks. So he's a really important player, and he would more than likely feature if all things being equal. So he will complete our midfield. And as for the attack, we have Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's got West Ham and Aston Villa. Kelechi has Newcastle and Manchester United, and Watkins has United and Everton. Watkins has been doing quite well lately. He's been scoring a lot of goals and a lot of assists. So for a mid-range player who costs this little, he's been really earning his price, and I would advise you keep him in the team, especially as he doesn't have a blank game week in game week 36. So this is going to be our starting 11. On the bench we have Kofal, Jota and Dallas. I had to choose between Lingard and Jota who to feature, but I went with Lingard because at least he's guaranteed a place in the starting 11 for West Ham. Jota, like you saw, was dropped in the game, in this lineup leading up to the United game. So I'm guessing he may not be in front of Klopp's plans. Even if he is, he might not feature the entire game. And you know, he's not a guaranteed starting 11 player right now for Liverpool, so we don't want to gamble too much on that. For Pepe, it's the same thing, but at least we have a higher likelihood of him featuring in games, and if he does feature, he's going to last a chunk of the game, at least 70-80 minutes in either game, and that's a lot better than what Jota offers for a single game week. So that's our team. As for our captain choice, right now it's on Zaha. This is who I think we'll be going with, but there are a lot of options here, and I'm going to be leaving a poll on Twitter, and the link to that poll will be in the description. You can check the description of this video. So you guys are going to have to help me vote. This is going to be our triple captain of the season, so it's a really important one, so I would really like your help. And you guys can vote on the poll on who would be our best triple captain choice. Would it be a defender? Would it be Shaw? Would it be Martinez? Would you rather go with Zaha, or would you want to go with Dominic Calvert-Lewin or Kelechi or Watkins? Honestly, there's no standout choice for me. I'm going with Zaha because he has some really easy fixtures. Sheffield and Southampton have been conceding a lot of goals, but I might be wrong. So I want to see who you guys would prefer to have as the triple captain choice. Remember, this is a triple captain, so it's not just any captain choice, and I don't want it to be wasted. I want to have a huge haul so we can eventually finally get into that top 1 million. That's how important this is. So link in the description below. Please vote, highly appreciated. Okay, if that'll be all, I'll say cheers, FPO wisely, and